Alrighty, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to do this. I don't know what it is with me. I get a little bit persnickety about this camera because it's supposed to track you, and I kind of like that feature, but it sometimes turns itself off, like it stops tracking and it just kind of turns into a normal uh, webcam. It'll just stay stationary. So I don't need that feature, but I kind of like it because I figure I paid for some of these features. I kind of want to see if how well they work. But going forward, I just want to start by saying that the overlay and the background and all that stuff, I got it custom made. I'm trying to do different things with these videos. I want to see how people want me to kind of present these videos. If they want me to just do it like stationary, just sitting here, or they want cuts and edits or anything like that. I mean, I kind of like just off the cuff talking and stuff like that and just uploading them. But there could be other people that want it to be a different way. So give me suggestions down in the comments below. And I just wanted to go into today. This is a channel that I reference a lot, or I talk about. I don't even talk about it because I haven't really talked about this channel. But SpawnWave. Sorry, I get belchy. GERD. SpawnWave is they're kind of a news outlet for video games and stuff. They're like not really centered around specific games. They're kind of like, I would say, Sony, Nintendo. They kind of do a lot of different stuff. And I'm just gonna reference this video. I might not reference these guys all the time, but I might reference them sometimes. And I could probably pull up the same stuff they're pulling up and stuff like that, but I figure they already did. And I'm just gonna react to some of what they're talking about and then just kind of I'm just doing stuff off the cuff too. I don't have everything scripted and stuff. Some of these people do scripted stuff. I can't do that. So I'm just going to react to the PS5 Pro leaks. So let's go forward with that. Let's kind of
Portal, which sounded ridiculous, but yeah, that also exists. It's a controller with a screen, but still the idea of having a what was basically as a handheld that just streams from the PS5 was weird. But then the PS5 Pro was the last piece of the puzzle, and it seems like it's coming into focus more and more now, to the point where we even have an idea as to how Sony is putting it together. And but it will have been 4 years since the PS5 came out, and technically that's a year longer than what Sony did from the PS4 to the PS4 Pro. I understand that was more or less in response to the 4K surge that seemed to happen, but this would just be an enthusiast product that Sony would put on the market, and really, you wouldn't need to.
will like stop the video every now and again to add commentary because otherwise I'd just be uploading this guy's content. So I'm going to definitely stop, start, do a little bit of commentary over it or just my own thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. That's going to be kind of generally the theme for going forward with a lot of my videos is me reacting, talking about certain stuff in the news, stuff like that kind of stuff.
To buy it if you're fine with your PS5 currently, but I do think some of the information here is fairly compelling and again might give us an idea as to where Sony's going towards for next generation. Anyway, it's titled over at Insider Gaming, what are the PlayStation 5 Pro specs? I will leave a link down below to this article if you want to go through it a bit more on your time. But this details many of the features that Sony is planning. It doesn't necessarily go into like the granular details for the.
Okay. So this right here is like the stuff that everybody's been talking about. Like this has been like all over the web. Um, and it's seeming like the PS5 Pro is going to be significantly faster and more powerful, but like the 33.5 teraflops, I don't even know like if that's like legitimate. Again, with my I burp all the time. I'm sorry, but my GERD is bad. I just had some pizza earlier, so ray tracing, rendering 45% faster. I mean, it all sounds good on paper. So I mean, if these leaks are true, which they probably are, I mean, a lot of the stuff that's being leaked out there nowadays is usually pretty legit. Um, support up to 8K. Like, I mean, I don't even think any of these consoles, even you'd probably be even pressed for like the PS6s to be pushing 8K whenever they come out, but like the next generation of consoles, like 4090s right now can barely do 8K. Like they can do like some 8K, but you can't be pushing that kind of stuff with any of the hardware right now. Like, and nobody's even worried about 8K. Like, I don't understand why people are even trying to make that a selling point. Like 4K with the televisions, displays, monitors right now, that's hard enough to push. And in a lot of things, a lot of consoles and a lot of hardware isn't even pushing that. Like late. What am I trying to say? Um, Not even pushing that like natively. Like consoles and stuff, hardware isn't even pushing that natively right now. It's only like I don't know how they describe that. Whenever it's like they have to do certain modes and stuff, and they can only do 4K 30 FPS or 4K, like you're not getting the full performance in like any of these except for like when you have high-end PCs and stuff. If you have high-end PCs with high-end like PC that I'm rocking right now, like that can do a lot of like actual legitimate 4K gaming and stuff, but um custom machine learning architecture, I did hear stuff about the RDNA, like it's going to be RDNA 4 or I don't know if it's RDNA 3 because I thought we were RDNA 2. I think is the architecture that they have right now for like the CPU. I believe, I don't know. I'm kind of retarded, so sometimes the stuff I'm saying, like I might not even know some of the ins and outs of the specs on these machines, so that's why you'll just hear me kind of say stuff. Rendering, I mean, they're not putting everything out there, but it's enough to let you know that it's going to be a significant jump. It's going to be a significant boost. So I don't even know if I want to continue. I mean, I just want to kind of update people briefly on some of the stuff that's going on out there in the gaming world, gaming news. I don't want to take any of this guy's thunder. If you guys want to go and subscribe to SpawnWave, I mean, I'm going to probably reference a lot of videos like these guys because they do a lot of good. Like they're getting down to the brass tacks and stuff like that. They're getting down in it. They really have, you know, and this guy's really good. I like his stuff. So
Specifications like the CPU with maybe its clock speed, GPU with those sorts of elements, the RAM, even technically storage size, because you feel like that might become kind of important. Are we getting 2 terabytes out of this thing? Because we kind of figure some of the file sizes may go up if they're targeting maybe higher resolutions and higher quality assets, that sort of stuff. But nonetheless, we can take a look at what we have here. Now, it does mention that we're still looking at holiday 2024. That was the plan from Tom Henderson mentioning last year, but I assume now that we're in midway through March, that Sony at least has a better idea as to when they're releasing it. And keep in mind, GDC is next week. And I guess Sony figures, well, people have had development kits for these things since last year. More people got them at the beginning of this year, and now more are going out. They're going to all talk about it, the developers. So information is getting out there one way or the other. This appears to be information, by the way, that was added through a presentation leak from Moore's Law is Dead, and now being added to the developer.
excuse me. I always get kind of embarrassed when I do that stuff. I do that. Might not be that big of a deal really in retrospect or whatever, but after I eat something and then I'm coming on the stream and I'm just like, ugh, and I can't stop it. Like you can even go back through some of my other videos on my other channel. Like I'm burping like multiple times in the freaking thing, and I hate it, but it is what it is. You're gonna get stuff live. You're gonna get it uncut because I'm not gonna probably do a lot of editing to these videos. Like maybe once in a while I'll do some editing, but not all the time. Unless I'm doing something that I really want to look professional, I really want it to look good, and I did some more research behind it and stuff, then I might do, editing. But yeah, this is basically what's the latest on PlayStation 5 Pro, all the latest stuff that's going on right now. So this is it's looking pretty promising. We might be seeing this maybe towards the end of the year, like possibly an announcement somewhere. They said he was talking about GDC coming up, so possibility of an announcement maybe coming up soon or later on, maybe in the summer. I don't know, you know. But all I gotta say is get your wallets ready, I guess, because we're probably gonna get a PS5 Pro. I don't think Xbox. There's no rumblings of an Xbox doing anything, and I think they only. I don't think they have like they had leaks, but I don't think they're doing a revision of their Xbox. And then the Switch 2. Everybody's talking about the Switch 2 as well. That it's probably gonna be released next year. The possibility of Switch 2 possibly coming out next year. I mean that might be good. I'm not really a huge Switch guy, but yeah, possible. I don't know. There's rumors of that too. So that's about all I'm going to probably say for all these videos right now. This guy, SpawnWave, he's a solid dude if you want to sub to him. And again, give me tips, suggestions for anything that you want to see from this channel, or if you want me to do this differently. Sub, do whatever, man. And I'll see you guys later.